Thanks for joining in, guys. Sorry, we had to. I think I could save it, Vishnu. I think I could save it. I think I just managed nick of time because in my watch it showed time, but since you are the authority and you said 10 minutes, I went with what you had to say. So, yeah, Shiny. Okay, I think waiting for her. Let me. Okay. Let me get Shiny on the line again. This conversation was on hydration during matches, and it was getting interesting. A lot of things Shiny has for us, which as coaches, players, we can really make use of. Because she's quite experienced and she talks in terms of Indian food which is available, and she uses. She's familiar with the South Indian and the North Indian names for these dishes and whatever the pulses and things like that. Yeah. Once Shiny rejoins, we will talk about, because she just started talking on the electrolytes. So Piyush will ask her. Yes, she's coming.
Sorry, I just went to get some water.
No problem. Yeah, actually, I forgot to mention. I mean, I keep water. I keep water. Yeah, we're talking about hydration, and I think we need to hydrate well enough. Because I mean, you're speaking continuously, so your throat can get dry. So, coming back to hydration, I mean, you mentioned about the electrolytes, right? I mean, and then you said a lot of Indian brands are available in terms of. Can you explain about what is the content in the when you mean electrolyte? What does it mean? Because sometimes they use carbo supplements as well, right? Depending on the energy demands or requirement of the player.
Usually when you say a sport drink, it has sodium, potassium, magnesium, chloride, and also calcium. These are the ones which will be there in the sport drink. There's also energy drink. That is a separate category. An energy drink gives you a caffeine kick. I don't want to mention brand name. So it's fine. There are people who are perfectly fine. So with caffeine also, when you do a genetic test, you will realize there are slow metabolizers and there are people who metabolize caffeine very fast. And I had been to Newcastle with another sports dietitian from Mumbai. This was 2-3 years ago. And caffeine is something that all sports nutritionists give abroad. They give it to all. It comes in small pills, or it is a component on the chewing gum. So caffeine needn't be shunned. It can be given for sports people. It really gives them the kick and the rush. It's just that some people are very sensitive to caffeine. So you would see people who drink coffee at 5 p.m. and are unable to sleep at night. There are another set of people who can drink coffee and still sleep after 5-10 minutes. So it's just the way that. Okay. I'm a slow metabolizer. That's it. I'm done. If I drink coffee for another cup of coffee, morning 100 ml is okay, but later in the evening, I'm a complete mess. So I can't take coffee.
I know Christian. After 6 in the evening. He doesn't take coffee.
Yeah.
I can drink.
But you don't have a problem. So you are a fast metabolizer. I'm a slow metabolizer of caffeine. So that is the main thing. And how did I find out? Because when I did a genetic test, I figured out this is the issue. So caffeine is okay. It's not bad. It's perfectly fine. Caffeine is fine for a lot of people, unless of course you have an issue. So what was I telling you? Sport drink. Sport drink is. Yeah. It's good to use sport drink.
Energy drink versus the electrolyte drink.
Yeah, so this is the no issue. This is the drink. This is the difference. This is the difference between an energy drink and a sport drink. Sport drink has electrolytes, and people who cannot only during tournaments. And when they have to hydrate themselves, because they need to go into the day of the competition in a well hydrated state. So for 24 hours, I would ask them to take electron, which you get it from a pharmacy. Just mix it up in water, because these are the people who have hyperhidrosis, profuse sweating. So for them, I might just say 24 hours stuck, keep drinking that, and then have lemon juice with salt and sugar, and also coconut water. Another thing will be a little extra salt also in their regular diet. That will also help. So they can and magnesium deficiency gives cramping. Calcium and magnesium. That
And
also.
there was a question now, once you cramp during the match, is there something which can help them get quick relief, because it has to go into the bloodstream and come in, right?
Yes, that is a challenge. So it is difficult, because the other client I worked with who went to Sri Lanka, he cramped so much he had to be hospitalized. And I met the mother. I met his mom just 6 months back, and she said she had to source some salt tablets from US, not available here, and these had sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, and only that product sorted his issue. See, another problem is also, it is during the adolescence, there is a surge of hormones. They are in the process of becoming an adult, from a child to an adult. So during this window period, the bloodstream has quite a lot of hormones, and their sebum secretion is so high they get acne. Or they also have hypersensitive sweat glands, and they sweat a lot at the palms, the soles of the feet, and they perspire a lot. And it kind of settles by the time they reach adulthood. So it will sit down, and in certain cases, uncontrolled sweat, I think it will be good to meet a cosmetic or the plastic surgeon, because they have no surgeries, but they have few treatments which can actually diffuse this. It reduces the sweat glands. So you can go and discuss this with a cosmetic surgeon or a plastic surgeon. There seems to be a solution in certain people. So some of us, even when we are in an air-conditioned environment, it sweats profusely. But when it happens during a match, it's very difficult. They just cramp all over. Yeah, so it is good to be prepared. When you know this is the body type, be prepared. 2 days onward, prior to the match day, start loading, and avoid unnecessary roaming around in the sun.
And players practicing in places like Chennai, even for practice sessions, they should have these electrolytes, going in, so that they don't cramp during the session, right? I mean, they should get used to whatever they're drinking, because whether the body is taking it, whether they're responding well to it. It's better to practice and know what suits you, right?
Absolutely. And you must have heard about Panagam. Panagam, which South Indians have, in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, a lot of people take it. So it is just nothing but water which is being stored in the pot. So it's nice and chill. And then a little bit of lemon goes into it, dry ginger, which is called as chukku, that goes in, and jaggery. And jaggery, if it is prepared in iron skillets, it has a little bit of iron also. And it's unrefined sugar, so it's got a lot of salt and a little bit of mineral. It's better than white sugar. So this entire thing is mixed nicely, and you can take it as a post-workout drink. So there are times when people don't have, and not every child might have the money at their disposal to go ahead and buy some fancy sport drink and keep investing. So these are the desi options. Lemon juice with salt and sugar, or jaggery and sugar, that is one. Next thing will be coconut water, buttermilk, and then they can even take some squash or something. So maybe 200 ml of squash or 250 ml of squash, and fill the rest, that is around 750 ml, with water. Shake it up nicely, add a pinch of salt. Okay? You've made your own sport drink, at least for your daily practice sessions. If you don't have the budget for that kind of, provision for buying these kind of things, I think this can be used, and save the sport drink for the D-Day. That's the competition day.
And you spoke earlier about children, if they want to eat pongal, they can have pongal, like chakra pongal and all that. So the sugar craving you can sort out. But I think you had mentioned when they are growing up, and if there's a protein deficiency, there tends to be a sugar craving, right? And for adolescent girls as well. So how do they substitute the sugar craving with something which is not harmful, at the same time satiates their whatever taste buds?
Okay, so the main thing to understand about food craving is You need to sleep on time. When you don't sleep on time, see, we need to respect circadian rhythm, sunrise and sunset. So there is a rhythm, and your body should be aligned with that. When you mess up with that cycle, what happens is insulin, leptin, ghrelin. These are three hormones which get disturbed, and this can make you perennially hungry or make you crave for a lot of starchy food. So you might want to eat that extra idlis or dosas or extra aloo parathas, or else have a big bowl of ice cream. That craving sets in, and you won't be able to connect it because of the lack of sleep. It's not about 8 hours of sleep. It's about going to bed at a stipulated time. Djokovic had mentioned this in his book, Serve to Win. This entire clock about how the body goes through healing, and that's perfect. I'm glad it came from him, because a lot of people will listen when someone as high as him, achiever, would actually he's advocating this. So I believe a lot in sleep, because that's the foundation. So if you're going to construct a 20-story building, the foundation is deep. So if you're really looking at cracking the international circuit, make sure that you get the basics right. So going to bed at 10 means not using gadgets 2 hours before the bedtime, and also going to bed at around 9:30, 9:45, and that is going to help you sleep comfortably by 10. Okay, that is one. Next thing, if you have sugar craving, there is a very good chance that it is a B complex deficiency, or probably selenium, magnesium, manganese, or chromium deficiency. So when you take a wide variety of nuts and seeds and balanced diet, this will be sorted out. Or some might just need a little bit of vitamin supplement, which you can get it from the pharmacy. If you're craving for bhaji, bonda, samosa, chaat, karmura, bhujia, namkeen, puri, and all that, so the craving is for fried food, crispy food. If that's the case, it's because of omega-3 fatty acids. So in our diet, omega-6 is very high. We do not hesitate to eat a chaat or any of these crispy snacks or papad, but we might hesitate to eat like a handful of nuts. We might just think, oh my god, that's too much fat. I don't want the desi ghee. I don't want this good healthy butter. I'm not going to eat so much of fish. I'd rather take more gravy. So these are all myths and misconceptions. So moment you step up protein and then take a lot of fish in the diet or the fish oil capsule, then this deficiency is sorted at the cellular level. And once it is sorted, then you wouldn't crave for any of this. I've seen clients, in 2 weeks' time, they call back and say, I do not crave for all this. Earlier, it was bad. And let me give you very practical tips. The best would be to have dry fruits and nuts, the dates, or else, the raisins, any of that, or maybe even cranberries or blueberries if one has access to it. The real big dates, the sultanas, the manuka raisins, all those are really good. Dry fruits and nuts are excellent. Fresh fruits like grapes, jackfruit, mango. During mango season, please eat mangoes. Nature gives it to you as a package, and one should have it. And another thing is homemade sweet, because you know the quality of ghee that's gone in, because you've gone and purchased the raw material. So
again, the mothers, you're targeting the mothers a lot here.
So the fathers can learn
the fathers are also helping in. So
yes. The world's best chefs are men. So all you guys out there are you have that innate talent or the ability to toss up a good meal. Okay?
There's a child coming, you should talk to the father, not the mother. Tell him to make the supplements and snacks and things like that.
In fact, I think all players should learn. I tell all the mothers to teach their sons to cook.
Yeah.
Helps a lot, and also take them to various restaurants. Right from the age of 10, expose them to various cuisines, because I've had clients who were Tamil Brahmins, and when they went to Manila for a match and all that, they wanted only their homemade food and pure vegetarian. They didn't have access to food and eat eggs, and you need to adapt to circumstances, to situations. So eat the Thai food, the Japanese food, and Mexican. Expose them to various taste buds, taste cuisines, and that's how you prepare them to be an international player.
True. No, it's good when you're traveling in Europe, and you can also save money if you know how to cook. 2-3 players take an apartment. They're going to be there for a month, and if they learn to cook, they can save a lot of money. Now, a lot of players are doing it actually. As we speak, I know some of the players who are actually beginning, and they have picking up new dishes and things like that.
Coach, do you
Training,
cook?
I
Coach, do you
cook a
cook?
little bit. Yeah, now lockdown.
Did you cook for your children? Meaning, no,
Yeah,
players. For your players,
Yes,
have you?
yeah, I do. When I'm actually, I used to do that. I used to cook only when I'm traveling. So the players
Okay.
like what I cook. I think they don't have a choice. So they just say you're a good cook. So anyway,
What
that was
dishes do
what
you
I-
cook?
Sorry,
What dishes do you cook?
I only cook chicken and non-veg, and I'm not a big vegetarian fan. So I just cook what I like to eat. But during lockdown now, I've ventured out and got a little adventurous. So I've been trying out some dishes from the YouTube, which has come out well because my daughter and my wife actually liked it. Like, one of the dishes, I took it out of the stove and in like in half an hour, we had actually wiped it out. So I
Excellent.
was surprised it came out well. Actually, to be honest, it was actually, but it's so now I have become confident and I'm trying out more. Till one day it'll all blow on the face and we can't keep it in the mouth. So I'm waiting for that day. So I'll push my luck till then. So hopefully by the time lockdown ends, either I'll become a really good cook or I'd have blown up somewhere and I'd run out of luck. So
No, but when the students are going to see their coach in cooking, and I'm sure that will inspire all the players to,
yeah, it is true.
that is the
Actually, one of the
biggest
players who just listening in here, Nishok, he has seen me cook, and during the lockdown, he has been pretty active, and he sends me photos every day how he cooks and.
excellent. Amazing.
Now, moving on, Shaini, this is something I think a lot of listeners would like to hear from you because, when you speak, it's obvious. You put in a lot of years of work to, be so sure and so helpful to your clients and people who come to you regarding diet without burning their pocket. So there's a lot of hard work behind it. So can you please share your journey? How did you start? How did you come into this field? Now, how did you take up nutrition, then move on to sports and work with multiple clients, including film stars?
Okay, so I was a very sick child. I was an asthmatic and used to get exemption from my principal, and I would never get into the sports field because I had dust allergy and I would fall sick every time I went to the ground. So I was more with the books. So I used to spend a lot of time in the library, and the dust allergy really caught on to me. So I was not great in sports. I'm more into dance, and that's my thing. And of course, during vacations, I play shuttle. Badminton is something that I really like. But I've worked with a wide range of players. In college, in Women's Christian College, this was postgraduate first year. Dr. Kannan Pugadendi, a very well-known sports physician, came to my college as a guest lecturer. This was 1997. So this gentleman came and spoke to us about sports nutrition. I understood just 10% of what he spoke in that 1 hour. Everything just went over my head. He was so intelligent. He was talking a lot about biochemistry, anaerobic cycle, aerobic capacity, VO2 max. I didn't understand a word of what he said. So I went back to him because we had to submit a project. And I didn't want to do the usual thing at all. So I went ahead, asked this gentleman, I asked him for help, and he helped me with the project. And my project was on the nutrient adequacy of food served in sports hostels. So I went to the YMCA, the Sports Authority of India, and a couple of other hostels in government-run establishments. I spoke to the athletes and all that. So that's how my journey began. Then I was in Bangalore for 3 years working with corporates, IT industries and all that. Later, 2003, I went back to Chennai, worked with Dr. Kannan Pugadendi in the YMCA College of Physical Education. So that's how my journey began. So I thanks to him. He was the one who said people have no clue because the doctor had studied in Australia, and not many people really understand what sports nutrition is about. And these days, that time only doctors were talking about nutrition. So he said, do something in this field, and you will become something in the next 5 years. So for me, whatever he said, I just followed it blindly, and that has helped. And I worked with a lot of God's grace, a lot of support from family. Otherwise, you can't do this non-stop. I never took breaks, so yeah. And I worked in Ramchandra Medical College as a lecturer for 8 years. I resigned in 2017, and parallelly, my private practice was always there. So I worked with cricketers like Kempla's cricket team, the first division cricket teams, Vidya Sivaramakrishnan, Sriram Sridharan, and a whole lot of people that I worked with in Tamil Nadu cricket team. And of course, tennis, badminton, tennis, swimmers, squash. I think racket sports and me, there's some connection. Yeah,
Like badminton.
yeah, I'm already in the. Yeah, so the racket is something that is always very close to my heart. So my niece plays tennis.
Okay. And you went on to work with the International Olympic Committee, right? I mean, you had a role to play for some time, right? I mean, not. I think you are the first Indian, or the only Indian.
No, I studied. I did a course. It was a 2-year program, and I was the first Indian to complete that course. This was 2007. So it was a 2-year graduate diploma program, and the certificate came from International Olympic Committee, Lausanne, Switzerland. So yeah, that was a lot of effort, and at that time I didn't have the kind of money, or I used to work for 12 to 14 hours, save money, and that's how I did the course. So it was 3 lakhs at that time. This was 2006, 2007. But it's just that I'm passionate about this subject, and I try to make whatever food, I understand the Western concepts, but I make a Desi version of it. I believe in local food.
Right, it's important because I mean, for Indians, we need to. Actually, all of us are very associated with food, right? Because Indian cuisine is so elaborate compared to a Mediterranean or a European cuisine. We are so much into this, and then grind it, roast it, make a paste, and then season it, make it brown. So we are into details of. So food is part of Indian culture. So if we can have a nutritious, healthy meal with the Indian taste, I mean, nothing like it. So I think what you're doing is perfect for our Indian athletes. Considering, I mean, you work with so many athletes and people very active around you. I'm told, exercise is not your favorite forte. I mean, apparently, I was told by one of the trainers who worked with you that you come, but you're not very, you don't want to exercise, and then you talk, and then you come back.
No, I'll tell you. So, what I really like is Zumba, and then I had a personal trainer who taught me a lot of kettlebell training, and also yoga. So these are the things, and whenever we go on vacations, and then when we have access, I go ahead and play shuttle. That's something that I like. So dance is also a very good, way to burn calories. So that's something that. And I used to work in gyms. So wherever I had worked, I had worked with Maverick Fitness Studio, fitness gyms. So at that time, while working with those trainers, I had taken personal training, and so more into gym. I like training, and then I have a lot of fitness professionals and who keep sending exercises, videos, and all that. So right now during lockdown, that's the one that's saving me. And then of course the terrace. So climbing terrace, household work is what's keeping me going right now. Yes.
I think, like you mentioned about kids preferring to eat what they like. I think exercise-wise, you like to. These are the things you like to do. Then you're interested. Otherwise, it's not a very motivating thing to do, which you don't, whatever you don't like, to get up in the morning and go and train.
Exactly.
So, I mean, now for the people listening in, I mean, you mentioned your journey. How would, if somebody is interested in getting into sports nutrition, what should be their path? Where do they start and go?
Okay, so a basic degree in nutrition, so undergraduation or BSc in nutrition from any arts and science college, because we study a varied subject like biochemistry, microbiology, and a whole lot of therapeutic dietetics and everything. So that's the foundation, but one definitely needs a postgraduate course. So National Institute of Nutrition offers a MSc in sports nutrition. This is Hyderabad, National Institute of Nutrition, which comes under the Indian Council of Medical Research. Another thing is also there are colleges which offer. So Sri Ramachandra Medical College offers a postgraduate course where the one semester do sports nutrition. So work there, and I know how good they are with their quality of education. And they also have a sports medicine center. So even sports science is another thing that I would encourage all the school children to consider, because it's one of a kind in Asia. So the Center for Sports Science in Ramachandra Medical University, where I worked, that place is like mind-blowing. So they have a 4-year program where you end up learning biomechanics, physiotherapy, kinesiology, and a whole lot of basic sciences, everything. So by the time you finish the course and do a 1-year internship in the center, one becomes a sports science graduate. They also study sports nutrition as part of the syllabi. But a regular college, BSc, and then MSc nutrition, and they can go ahead and do a specialization in sports nutrition. There are courses available. And IOC is a very good course because the world's best sports nutritionist offer, or they are the ones who are the faculty. So IOC, so sportsoracle.com is the website that one needs to look into in case somebody is interested to be there. Because if someone is into sports and then they choose to, if a student is into sport, and then if they decide to take up sports nutrition, that will be a fantastic combination. You know, a player who understands the challenges, who later becomes a sport science graduate, will be fabulous. They'll be able to offer a lot more to the athlete.
Yeah, when you have played the sport, I mean, then you connect better to the demands of a competition and the stress levels and things like that. It's always helpful. I think before when I just want to ask about this, you mentioned about having workshops for players, how to learn to cook, how to know the dietary requirements. I mean, before you buy something from the supermarket, can you talk about the idea of having a workshop for cooking for players?
Okay. No, I was just thinking during lockdown, and then once we emerge out of lockdown, there's going to be a complete a paradigm shift in the way we look at life and the way we do every little thing. Things are definitely going to change a lot more, and it'll be good for people. So you wouldn't want to order something from a takeaway, or you're pretty scared when someone is delivering food. If it's a Swiggy or a Uber or whomever is supplying, who's going to fetch your food from the restaurant, and you're all the time wondering whether there's kind of any bug that you're going to catch, corona, whatever. So a lot of people, I see a shift because they're kind of getting used to being at home, and this is the best time to also learn a lot of cooking. And if you understand how to read labels, then you know what product to pick. So just like how we were talking about Djokovic's journey of gluten-free, dairy-free, and all of that. So if you know to go to a supermarket and understand what the label says and how to interpret that information, and also read the ingredients and see what is hidden there. So there's a lot of things that you might overlook because it is all a lot of science. And what if the player doesn't have a basic knowledge of science? Then I think we can really educate them to get familiar with food labels and all of that. And learn to cook with some experts, how to toss a simple pasta or noodles, or it's a one-pot meal. I think that will be fantastic. And wherever they travel, if they also have a session to understand various cuisines and what goes into the sauce and all that, there will be a better grip over things. And you don't need a nutritionist. So the job of a nutritionist is actually to educate the player, make them independent. They shouldn't be kicking on to the nutritionist. Give them all the resources and then let them go. And then work with another client, educate, let them go. So that's my policy. I give a whole lot of information, train them well. So you're going to a pub, you should know what drink to order and what snacks to take along with that. If it's off season, fine, you need to chill. You should know how much biryani to take. And if you're going to a chaat shop, learn what to do. You go to a movie theater, you should know what to order, what to eat there, or for a wedding. So different circumstances, and that's how I work. So I feel it'll be good for the athlete to understand this entire spectrum and make their own template. What works best for them, which will maximize their potential, which will enhance their sports performance.
So if I go to a pub, I need to know which beer to order so that the calorie is less. So
yes.
So I need to try out every beer to know which tastes good and which has got calories. So I need to combine, right? So
you're sitting in Bangalore.
Waiting for Bangalore to open up and then find out calorie versus taste. What suits me best?
Which wine to drink? What snacks to take? All of that.
Bangalore pubs, beer is the better option.
It has gluten.
I'm not intolerant or allergic. I'm okay.
Okay.
And actually, when we spoke about educating the players about reading the label, with anti-doping, I mean, okay, the pros are a little bit more well-informed, like, when Rajneesh and Jeevans and the ones who are on that level know what they're eating. For example, like they don't eat beef and they're in China because the Chinese beef has got some substance which is banned. So when they're in China, they avoid beef because it comes from the beef there. So they are educated. I'm talking about the juniors because juniors also, they eat some places and then with the supplement brainwash, they get into taking stuff which they shouldn't be, or medication, for example. So how can, like in a basic form, what are the things they look for to know what is banned substance and what is it they need to avoid?
I think, see, the children interact with you a lot, the coaches, right? So, and doctors, the sports physicians. So, if your association, I'm sure, has a approved sports physician, they are the ones, because we don't study pharmacology at length. The nutritionists really don't get so much into the details. I always say go to your sports physician, talk to them, because there are generic names which is given in the WADA. And each association has its own specifications laid out. Another thing is the industry. When you look at the supplement industry, it's not well regulated. It's not very stringent. FSSA is taking great efforts now to actually educate people to understand what is bad, what is it that you should look for, which could be a potential anti-doping or a dope substance, right? Because you could buy a cough syrup from an Ayurvedic store, or could be any Indian store, any Indian system of medicine, and then you end up with doping charges. That's a pretty sad state of affairs. So I think the physician is the best person. I don't step into that zone because that's not my territory. So if it is physiotherapist or the psychologist or the coach's job, meaning I'll just step aside, meaning I don't interfere. When it comes to doping, the generic names, it's too much about pharmacology, and the doctor is the best person to guide the student or the athlete.
Many years ago, one of our leading badminton player, I think Aarti, no, what's her name? Can't get her name. She was actually, she had got into trouble at an All England Championship, and she had taken medication for cold, and she had a team doctor with her, but unfortunately, they were not aware that one particular substance which was in that tablet was banned, and she was banned for 6 months. I can't get her name. I'm talking about 2000, early 2000, like 2000, 2001. That period, our top badminton player. Unfortunately, she had to suffer, but it was nobody's fault. I mean, it was just ignorance. So that's why
do they come and tell you? Do they come and ask you, coach?
No, badminton. Children don't ask me. No, children don't ask me.
Training with you. Do they come and tell you this is medicine?
Children know, but like the pros, they are already aware. So that's how I know about the Chinese. When you go to China, don't eat beef. I mean, they don't eat beef. I mean, I can eat because I'm not getting tested. So, like one of the viewers just said when I mentioned beer that children are watching. I mean, I'll tell. I'll clarify. I meant for myself. I didn't ask children to go to the pub. I was talking about myself. Preeti, I hope you're listening. It was for me. I live in Bangalore. Bangalore is known for pubs. So we were talking about taste versus calorie. Find out what is good for you. So I was trying to discover myself.
Okay, Maria Sharapova. I think Maria Sharapova mentioned, in the comment. Guhan has mentioned about.
Correct. Yeah. She had some medication. Yeah, that's true. So even that athletes at that level sometimes can miss. So that's why I just asked you. So it's younger kids. Children are not aware. So that's the topic. And one question I wanted to ask you of depending on the body type, the diet will change, right? I mean, like you had mentioned about the body type versus diet kind of thing. How do you find out what body type one is?
Could you be a little more specific? Is there any particular incident or what is the context?
Because in one of your interviews you had mentioned about the body type versus the diet. So first you need to know the body type. It's not for a sports specific. It's more a general thing.
Okay, when it comes to sports, I would rather go by, we have the somatotyping, that is ectomorph, mesomorph, endomorph, right? So the ectomorphs are the thin, tall guys, typical physique of a tennis player, real thin, tall guys, and the mesomorphs are the ones who will, even with a little bit of effort, they will be able to gain their muscle mass. So that also one needs to understand, because there are players who struggle to gain muscle mass. I work with a lot of these teenagers, and they really struggle to gain muscle, and that's a huge challenge to make them gain some lean musculature, because you need that power. You need to generate that power for your forehand and the backhand, right? And you need to move the agility to cover the court and all that. So strength and endurance is a combination that is so very important, and they're unable to eat so many meals. So you might have to feed them every 2 hours and load them with a lot of calories. And that is where this biggest challenge happens. Right? So an ectomorph or mesomorph or endomorph, I think that is the body type that I was talking about. Another thing which we might have to consider is the gluten or the lactose intolerance and food allergy. Because exercise performance, you could be training very well with the strength and conditioning specialist, and the athlete will be listening to every technique that is being taught by the coach, but they might not be getting the correct results, or they don't have enough energy, or do not recover from these various sessions. So food is another aspect, and Djokovic is the biggest example that one could refer to, because he is the reference point. The recent times, if something has happened and he's come out of it beautifully, I think food allergies or sensitivity. So understand what suits your body type and then eat appropriately. I think that's what I meant.
Okay, because I think when people try to lose weight and they lose a lot of muscle mass, they still feel happy that they lost weight. But for an athlete, if you lose all the muscle, then your performance is going to be affected, right? So, like you said, if you know the body type and train according to it, and the diet is also catered to that, you can avoid these pure looking at the weighing scale and deciding on whether.
I wanted to ask you something to you, coach. How do you deal with young girls, female athletes? They have their menstrual cycle, the periods.
Yeah.
Do they come and talk to you about it? Like, how do you keep the communication between these children who are going through, puberty? They would have just attained menarche. How comfortable are they, to come and tell that I'm having a lot of pain, I'm bleeding quite a lot? How do you handle children, female athletes?
Actually, with really young girls like 13, 14, up till now, they're not so open. So, sometimes the parents tell, or they don't come, and then the parents let us know that they had their period, so they couldn't come. A little bit older, whether they're 16, 17, nowadays girls are a bit more open. Earlier it wasn't so much, but now they just tell, I have my periods today, but they don't go into details of, but they tell, there is a pain, discomfort, they want to, they don't want to play, or they're feeling uncomfortable, they do inform.
Okay.
Bit more
How do you manage
compared to the past.
Okay, how do you keep the communication open for them to come and share this? Because a lot of kids hesitate. So
yeah, I think the communication regarding this is like a later stage. It depends on what has gone in the previous interactions, like from the time they met you to this stage. Because if they feel they're comfortable with you, then they speak. So I think it's how you establish a rapport with them from the time they've been working with you. Because a lot of times if you're just working, like if I'm based in Bangalore and I have a child who's just playing tennis, then the interaction is not so much. But if they travel with me, then the interaction level is completely different, because you are with them day in, day out. That is when you get to know a lot. They open up. They talk about the family. They talk about the interactions within the family.
Do they talk about boyfriends? Do they talk about boyfriends, relationships?
Again, at that age, no. But a little bit older, they can. But nowadays, not at 13, 14, 15, they don't talk about it. They don't talk about whether they like somebody or they don't talk. And when they're 16, 17, the way I do is, if I get to know, then I have a conversation with them. I'm not judgmental. I just have a normal conversation like we are doing. I just tell them, yeah, I know you like this boy, and I mean, absolutely fine to like somebody in life because it's not a sin to like somebody. But I just bring the practical part of what their priority in life right now is, and I also explain to them how difficult it is to maintain a relationship. Like even for an adult who has gone through so much in life and this age, I explain to them about how difficult it is or how challenging it is to maintain a relationship versus your professional side. And then I explain to them about how their time gets occupied and how it's a distraction, and then I leave it open, saying if you can manage all this, great. But if you think you are struggling with it, you need to keep this aside for a later date. And it has worked. I mean, I had this conversation with quite a few girls who have now moved on and grown older, and they're very much in touch with me. And even now, when they are into some kind of a difficulty, they still talk to me. They're on WhatsApp or something, talking to me because they feel whatever suggestions I offered help them in life. So that's the openness you need to maintain, and that comes by your rapport with them, because it cannot be bought off the shelf, or you cannot demand. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's like in one of the Rajnikant movies, Tana Vanda Round. Tummal, very like Tummal, that you cannot demand. Tana Varum, ಏನು கேட்க முடியாது, வரலனாலும் ಏನು கேட்க முடியாது.
But I have one more question. Sorry to interrupt. The girls who do not get their periods, there is a very good chance that they're not consuming adequate calories, and they're expending quite a lot. So they might be having sessions which are like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, but then they want to look very slim. At a stage when they are supposed to be eating healthy, they really want to slim. There could be boys who want a six-pack, but the six-pack might not serve the purpose of sports performance, right? So they have all these things. And for girls especially, when they do not get their periods, when they do not get their menstrual cycle, it affects their bone health. And there are also the soft tissue injuries, and there could be a lot of injuries. So there are children, I have seen female athletes, female tennis players who had a history of repeated injuries. How does this come to your notice?
Honestly, now that you're telling me, I mean, it's actually it's new information for me, because I didn't know this could be a reason for injuries and things like that. Because like I said, at 13, 14 and 15, I mean, that age, the girls too are not very open. It's the parents who normally talk to us. So I know there are parents, a couple of parents have told me, like, for her the periods have not started yet. So like that they have explained. But this I've never connected like this. So henceforth, thanks for this information. I will look out, and if there is a case like this, I will definitely speak to the parents and check with them. What is the situation with your daughter? Because this information is not easily available or not discussed normally. It's still very much. But like I said, now the 16, 17-year-olds and all, they are a little bit more open. They come to you and tell you, today I have periods, I'm struggling. I can't train, or I don't want to play. It's hurting, so I want to take off. Which is fair enough. I mean, if they're that open and come to you, I mean, you have to accept. I mean, the way I look at it is, okay. Then I realize, okay, you have to be considerate to the girls, and especially when you're traveling. I mean, they're without their parents. You're the one who they rely on. So if you don't provide that support, emotional support, it's not productive for her and me, because when the tour has to continue, I need to get them to perform. But if they are not very happy, and because I believe that any player to perform should be personally very happy. If you are not happy, you will never perform at your best. I mean, any profession or any field. If you're grumpy, if you've had a fight at home, you're grumpy, you go to office, you're not going to be great. So if you leave home happy, laughing, you find the world is one happy place, you will love to work, and your performance will definitely reflect on that. So I believe in that. So when I'm traveling, I try to maintain that atmosphere with the kids. So that's why, I mean, I always tell people, children work with me, like, this is like almost my 30th year into coaching. Children who I worked with in the past are mothers and fathers. So I tell them, I said, see, you all got old. You're gone, you left tennis, you got old. Look at me, I'm still doing under 14 tournaments, under 16 tournaments. So I'm still there. I have not moved on. They're all gone ahead. They're playing these tournaments. They're not around, have responsibilities. but I'm still doing the same. I mean, there was a very interesting incident where in Barcelona I traveled with two girls, like a 15 and 16-year-old. I landed there and I had one of my former players living there then, and I went to her house for dinner. And she was explaining to her husband, she just got married, that it was like 10 years before that, she was like these girls with me in Barcelona. I had taken her around to play tournaments. And on that day, I had another bunch of two girls going to her house for dinner. So that I told her also, see, look at you, you got old and you're married and you are here. Look at me, I'm still doing the same thing, roaming around Barcelona with two kids for tournaments and taking the train, walking around, taking the bus. So, I mean, I try to maintain that kind of atmosphere because I feel they are more comfortable. And unless they are comfortable and happy, you can never get them to perform. And it's not that I'm children who travel with me, no, I'm pretty particular about certain things and I don't compromise on that. So some of the ones who are watching in, actually, they'll smile when I say it's fun. But the same kids later tell me that they miss that. So I think something right happened. Shiny, before we wind up, one question has been repeatedly coming from Guhan. He wanted to know how not to lose muscle mass during lockdown.
Tough question. I think.
But maybe with the diet, if you can manage something.
Okay, I think it will be good to get a good amount of protein. I know Guhan because he's a pure vegetarian, and another thing is sourcing non-veg from outside becomes very difficult during the lockdown. So preparing at home and all that, a lot of families might not cook non-vegetarian at home, but they source it from outside. But right now it is a challenge. I think the best that you can aim for is maintenance.
Okay.
The best that you can do is maintenance, because otherwise it is difficult. So taking a lot of dairy products, having a good amount of dal, paneer, and getting a whole lot of nuts and seeds and trying to incorporate all of that. And as I said, even if you're having a sambar, have a thicker version. Have a nice thick sambar, because at least the density is much more. You get a lot more nutrients in that bowl of sambar. So that's the only way. So each meal should have a good amount of protein, 20 to 25 grams, and each snack should have at least 10 grams of protein. So if this is there, and if you can make eggs at home and eat, I think even that is good. Whole eggs again are the easiest thing that you can source, because we tried going to the butcher store and trying to get some meat. It is so crowded. When they relax the lockdown and then you go to try to get the meat, it becomes really difficult. Yeah. Yes. There are practical issues. So the best is maintain. I think if you're able to maintain through this lockdown, that's a huge plus. Talk to the trainer, get some exercises that you can do at home. Yeah.
So all the men listening, make sure you make sambar very thick. That's the takeaway from this. And thank you, Shiny, for spending time. And it was such an interesting conversation. I'm sure very informative as well, because like I said, I picked up a lot of points which as a coach will be useful to me when I'm working with players in the future. I'm sure all the people listening in also have the same opinion. Already I saw some comments that it was very useful and helpful. So thank you so much for this wonderful conversation, and all the best to you. And I hope you go places and we hear more, and we expect solid contribution from you towards sports nutrition for Indian athletes.
I'm very happy because I've known you for quite some time, thanks to Rupa Kaushik, who introduced us. And it's been such a pleasure knowing you. And when you invited me for this session, I was really keen. And I told all my sports dietitian friends, the fraternity, that don't ever miss interacting or listening to Balu sir, because he had so much of experience, 30 years. Meaning I have only 20 years of experience, but you have a lot more lessons to share. And is there anything that you might want to tell some of my friends who are here? Regarding the profession, how to become the best professional? Because you're working with the Davis Cup and people who players, you're the most sought after coach. So is there any piece of advice for sports nutritionists, sports scientists out there? Some of my friends are there in the group. If you can share a few things for us.
Okay.
I really love it.
Okay, I don't know much about sports nutrition, nor am I expert in that field.
How can I become a better professional?
Professional, yeah. From my experience, I just share my experience. I think, I mean, it's my opinion that if you enjoy, like I said earlier, if you enjoy what you do, I think you will become excellent in your profession, passion, job. You can name it, but I don't like to mention it in one name. Basically, you need to enjoy what you're doing. I thoroughly enjoy what I do, and I think that has been the key, because I mean, I did my engineering, but I never ever I didn't even step into my placement office of college, because I felt I need to spend some more time playing before I start working. And then it so happened, I mean, I guess it was destiny, because it was in my mind somewhere I wanted to be associated with sport. So that brought me to coaching part time. I continued to play, and then one led to another, and then I thought this was good, and I liked spending time with the kids, helping them, and it was challenging, and I had to rediscover myself. Like children who worked with me 30 years ago, when they see me now, think I'm very sobered, I'm better, and kids who are with me can't, they can't understand how worse I was before, but I was worse. So I think it's a journey, and bottom line is, I think you need to enjoy what you want to do. Whatever you do, you need to enjoy it. It can't be everything. If I do this, what do I get? If you equate it with money, I think you are losing the plot. It's not about money. I mean, initially you put in the 10, 12 years initially to become a better in your job. If it's an experience, take it. If you're not getting paid, it is fine. I mean, that's the way I looked at it. I mean, but believe me, things will follow, because when you get better and you deliver, people will come to you. So I strongly believe in that, and you, of course, if you have to be good, if you enjoy what you're doing and want to be good, you will work towards it. You like in your profession, there's a lot of new research happening, and every day there's something new. So if you're keeping yourself in touch with what's happening in the world, and bring it and adapt it to your work, because everything cannot be cut and paste. You only get the knowledge, you get the concept, but put it into your practical use, how it can be adapted, which is practical. No point doing cut and paste, because what works in US or what is available in US, it's not the same in India. The society is different, people are different, the children behave different. So, and you all of you also deal with children and parents. So there's a lot of personal relationship going in. So if you cater to that with the knowledge you acquire and move on, you will find your own way of putting it across, and you move on, and then everything is not equal to money. I mean, just because, I mean, I'm very happy that people consider me as a good coach. For me, that good coach, a coach who will deliver, is more important than the most expensive coach, or the richest man, or what car I drive. It doesn't matter. I mean, because the child who comes to you is not coming to you because you drive a Mercedes or because you come by cycle. He is coming to you because when you stand on the court with the child, he will learn tennis. And my job is to teach that child tennis. The child can be, I mean, for example, just an example, can be Roger Federer, or can be a child who just loves to play tennis and want to pick up the sport. But for me, I have a player on the court with me. So my job is to help that particular player. I am not looking at who he is, what he is. Many a times I have no idea who the parents are. I only know the child. I have no idea. I don't know what the parents do. Unless they come and speak to me and explain to me, I won't know. And it doesn't bother me, because like I said, because I'm happy with the child. So I've had people have asked me, how do you handle parents? I've been very honest with them, and I've never lost a child because I've been so upfront and honest. Parents might not like it for the time being, but the child is happy to come back. They come next day, I speak to the parents, and we move on. And parents appreciate, because at least I've been upfront, and I told them what I think, and I was not rude, but I was just being very little bit too honest or blunt, you can say it. A lot of people avoid that. So, but she doesn't get more. She doesn't like that dish, but still she has to eat that full quantity. It was an ordeal. I mean, hearing it for me was stressful. So how will you handle a situation like that? You have to give a diet plan, but which the child enjoys.
Yes. So what I usually do is I make it totally fun. Okay. So when the child comes, I usually take clients from 12 year onwards or upwards. Okay. So because as they are entering teenage, it's very important because that is when a lot of inputs come from school. There are children who have come and asked me for keto and paleo diets, and I'll be like, "This is the time you're supposed to eat. You need to grow." So I sit and explain. I take 1 hour for the first consultation because I literally explain as to why you need to eat. Then what is the importance of food in your diet thing, for sport and all of that. Another thing is very crucial to understand what the child likes. So the first question will be, what are your favorite foods? I make a big list and I'll just tell, do not filter anything. Go ahead and tell. Even if you like bhaji, bonda, or you like pakoras, or you like soft drinks, burgers, pizza, go ahead. Don't filter it, because from the house itself, as they were traveling, the parents would have prepped them up, telling this is a person who's going to tell you what not to eat. Dietitians are very famous for telling avoid, right? So a lot of information would have gone. The kid comes with a lot of worry in the face. So the first thing will be, so go ahead and tell what you enjoy doing. And as they're speaking, I might also say, oh, okay, I like the chaat. Oh, you like it? You go to that particular place? Great. So now what I would say is, how can we make it healthier? So can the pizza be made at home? Or can the burger be, the cutlets and everything, can that be prepared at home? So that's the question that I'll ask the mother. So if she is willing to make that at home, and I'll always include a cheat meal because you need fun foods. Otherwise, everything gets lost. So the idea is to first make the child understand it's okay to go ahead and eat normal food also, because a child who's 12 or 13 years old, shouldn't be worried about eating a cake, but they should know they need to eat a cake and stop at just one piece. So enjoy the custard or enjoy the ice cream. Don't feel guilty about it, because if you're going to associate a lot of guilt with food, eventually I've seen that they have bulimia or anorexia. So, and that's why I dissuade parents for even bringing their 10-year-olds or anyone below 10 or below 12. I discourage these parents from bringing them to the clinic. I know it's like not a good idea business wise, but I really don't. I just tell them, please don't bring them here. I think they're too early, too young to even understand the concepts. So even if they go to a mandir or a temple, they should have a chakra pongal or the sweet dish we get as the prasad. You shouldn't be worried about how many calories are sitting there. And another thing is, calorie counting is one part of the story. The idea is to help them with hydration, because the thermoregulatory mechanism is very poor or underdeveloped in children, and they are more prone to dehydration and heat strokes and all that. So let's drive the basic concepts in, and then ask them to eat a variety of colorful foods, okay, and then recovery food. So I would coax them to have something during their school break, and then lunch is the time when these kids are out there playing. They don't want to sit and eat. So I usually ask the mothers to give a chapati roll, or else an aloo paratha or a methi paratha. So something that they can just eat just like that, because the kids during the lunch break, what they do, they go out and play. They will run to the school ground, and they might even go and meet their friends in the other class. And they don't want to spend time with the meal. So the best is to have a sandwich or a kati roll or a chapati roll, and that keeps them quite happy. So coax them into recovery snacks, pre-workout, post-workout, get the basics in. I think they are sorted, and make the junk food much healthier by preparing it at home. So make samosa at home, belpuri at home, let them enjoy. Make noodles with a lot of non-veg and vegetables inside. Fine. There are kids who love Maggi, and how much ever we say, they don't listen. So then I'll ask them to add like this amount of vegetables. So I quietly tell the mother what needs to be done.
So basically, the kids would love to meet you, but the mothers won't like to meet you because you're giving them a lot of work. Cook at home, do this, don't buy from there, make healthy things at home. So you're making life difficult for the mother. So I think the kids have to come to you alone, not with the mother.
No. In fact, we give very simple recipes. I have few friends who are food bloggers, and they make some amazing stuff, and there's a YouTube channel. So they make cooking very simple. So I support the mother with give them a lot of tips.
Okay, that's nice. So at least they have some help apart from the instructions which comes. when we are talking about food for children, obviously there are a lot of questions coming in, and I also have this, which I know you have a strong opinion about. Talking about supplements for kids and sportsmen, you can touch on both. Now, what is your opinion on supplements? Is it required? If you eat properly, supplement is supplement, right? So the primary food has to be correct. So the primary food is correct. Do you really need a supplement?
Not at all. I really need to tell you a story because this happened and I'll never forget this case. So this was around 6 or 7 years back. There was a athlete who came. He came with his parents. The parents were quite worried because this boy didn't grow tall in an entire year and his age was 15. So someone had totally brainwashed him, making him believe that you need to have supplements and only then you can perform better in competitive sport. So they were spending 20,000 for supplements, 20,000 for a 15-year-old. So when I asked the parents were really stressed out. The parents said that they had gone to another nutritionist and they were given printouts as to how many grams he should take. So he used to weigh grams of rice, fish. He'll have a weighing scale, check everything and then eat. See, another thing is you have to do periodization. Okay, so it's all about, you look at the entire year, then break it up into what to eat during different phases, and then what you do week by week, right? So you have the macro cycle, mesocycle, and the microcycle. So you need to kind of work. So you should know when to let go and say, chill, it's okay, go ahead, enjoy, okay? Eat. You want to go to a theater, have cheese popcorn, you want to have some burger or cutlet, and if that's going to be like, once in a while, that's perfectly fine. Give them that space. So this boy didn't grow tall, and I sat with him for 1.5 hours trying to say, you don't need a supplement because they were non-vegetarians. They cook mutton, beef, pork at home. But this boy was so paranoid about gaining weight. What do you say? So 15-year-old. And he just didn't seem convinced. I don't even know whether he followed it because he didn't come for follow-ups. My assistants were calling him and he never got back. He was sold to the idea that you need supplements to win. So according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, until the age of 18, none of these supplements should be given. So you need to work on the basics. So go to bed on time. So if they're looking at their phones, watching Netflix, Hotstar and Amazon Prime and going to bed really late, I think that needs to be corrected. Water intake, hydration guidelines, sports nutrition principles about pre, peri, post-workout. Okay, and then eat a wide variety and choose all the food groups. Understand what works for you and create your own template. Okay, whether you're from the north, south, east or western part of India, you just have to go with the desi food because your DNA understands that. So once you get this sorted and then you slowly tweak it, I think you're pretty much sorted. Until the age of 18, I think this is the most important thing. And later, for an elite athlete, it's a different ballgame altogether. So if you're going for international matches, like how you work with the topmost in the country, and I think for them it is different. So let me put it this way. So you have the basics. So the cake is there and then the icing and the decoration comes, right? The icing and the decoration is the supplement for an elite athlete, not for a beginner or an intermediate. If you get all your basics right, if you get the basics right, the cake is the main thing. So eat a balanced plan, diet. And the decoration is supplement. That's why the word. So I think you try to have only the decorations and forget the base. That's why people make a mistake and people sell products because commissions, getting sponsorships for conferences, there are a lot of things behind the scenes.
Because
you don't say somebody is pushing a product.
Yeah. No, when you mentioned that he spent 20,000 and he didn't come back to you, I was just imagining, because I just made a presentation on communication skills. I was wondering what a good marketing and communication skills that person has, because he has retained his client even after somebody explaining it's not good for you. So I was just, and he's paying money. So he's paying money, he's not happy with what he's eating, he's not happy with his life, still doesn't want to change. So that is some convincing has gone in there. So I was just looking at the skills that person's
marketing skills.
Exactly, yeah. But unfortunately, it's harmful.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
Yeah.
It's
Another question is, a lot of people are asking us, how do you test allergies and intolerances? So, can you explain on how it's done?
Sure, good question. So usually a genetic test is done. Just give the saliva sample because a lot of children or even adults are very scared of getting a prick. They don't want to give a blood sample. They really find it very difficult. So just give the saliva sample, and the lab will do the test and give the report in 3 weeks' time. That is one. Another thing is, if you don't want to visit a lab, okay, there are people who are fine with giving a blood sample. So Thyrocare Laboratories has a panel, SRL Ranbaxy, Elrich Lab. So just check what's available in your city and get a food intolerance test. There is an allergy test, there is a food intolerance test. Both are different. Okay, so do check whether it is a intolerance test. That is one. If you don't want to do any of this, you can do things on your own. I'll tell you, you just have to maintain a food record. So even if you have a small piece of peanut candy, that is kadla mutai, or if you have one piece of biscuit, put down everything and do this over a period of 3 months. And whenever you felt uncomfortable, so this food diary should have the meal timing, what you ate, which means what rice you had, what is the gravy that you ate, did you have a papad, pickle, what pickle was it? Okay, did you have dry fish? Did you have a mutton soup? Every single detail, do this, and then also list out how much water you took and how you felt. How was your energy level on a scale of 1 to 10? Okay, and also whether you have flatulence, did you pass gas, or did you have like this heartburn or the esophageal reflux? Okay, and any headaches, or you didn't recover well after a session. So all these goody details has to be mentioned, put down, and do this over a period of 2 weeks.
In others come into play.
Just do this for 1 month. I'm telling you because I went through this personally. In 2 weeks' time, I became all right. The moment I muted. Yes. So and then reintroduce the food back. Start eating the chapatis, the peanuts, whichever caused you problem. If the symptoms come back, you know for sure that is the culprit. That's it. Just do an elimination diet. You're sorted. Anyone can do it. You don't need any lab and all of that. Unless it's severe.
You are actually destroying nutritionist business, lab business. I hope those people are not listening in and they'll come after you. I will take you away from those controversial things for a while. We'll come to tennis. For a tennis player, how would you recommend the hydration? Now, what do they drink? During the match. I would like to know more about the pre-match and post-match as well. But first, I would come to hydration during the match, because the match can go 1.5 to 3 hours, and with breaks and with the heat. Chennai heat. They're playing at 11, 12 in the afternoon. So, can you help with the hydration, because kids tend to cramp in the end. It can be lack of water, I remember one of my kids met you and he was losing magnesium, right? And then you recommended magnesium tablets. So after which actually stopped cramping. So,
that's nice.
So that's really good. Tip. Yeah. So can you speak about the hydration part during matches?
Okay. So the best would be to start the match on a well-hydrated state, which means at least he should be taking on a daily basis a good amount of water. Because you don't know, once the match starts and you don't know how the temperature is going to vary, the humidity of that place, everything could fluctuate during the day, and the perspiration might be much more. So I had a tennis player, I do remember the name, but I don't want to share the name. So he used to cramp like anything, and his shoes will get so wet, just like as if he was drenched in rain. Yeah, so he would be totally drenched. And he would have to change 3 t-shirts, meaning his entire set of clothing during every break. So that kind of sweat rate, and in fact he went to Sri Lanka to play a match, and he cramped and he had to stop the match, and he was even taken to the hospital. So that bad. So what actually, in those kind of cases where you have very high sweat losses, the best would be to take some salt tablets. So salt tablets, so one is being well hydrated. Some might even need to take electrolyte drink, and then take that the previous day itself. Start loading it 24 hours prior. And these salt tablets can be taken 15 minutes or every half an hour, or whenever there is a break which is coming in. don't go by marketing gimmicks. Choose something which works for you. You know, just because it's nice and colorful and then being advertised by a celebrity, you know, do not get carried away, because I have seen in the 20 years of my career, there are so many Indian brands, local Indian brands, which have done a great job, and it has, stood its times, you know, all the challenges, everything. So I've seen a lot of foreign brands coming in, but then I've seen some of these Indian brands which have done remarkably well, and it has worked well. So you kind of need to figure out what works best for you and not get carried away by what your friend is using or what that top player is suggesting. So each one has a different sweat rate and what you're losing. So calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium, these are the 4 things which go away through perspiration. Yeah. And I also always tell these boys or girls to check the color of urine. So every time when they pass urine, to check the color, because these kids are all the time with the phone and they take the phone to the toilet also. Now who's actually looking at how the urine look, right? So all this is also, they're so preoccupied with the gadget. So I think that's another very important thing about hydration. Coach, how do you handle, meaning my question to you definitely would be to say, when they have cramping, so magnesium helps a lot. But besides all this, like the stretches, the neuromuscular circuit, I think even that is very important, right?
Yeah. Chinese, actually, as you're talking, I think we're almost close to an hour. You have some more time, because I think it was an interesting conversation, and I have, you have time. So I will end this chat and we will reconnect, because I need to save this. I think we're almost an hour, and we cannot save more than an hour. So we'll come back. We'll go through the same process. I'll just, we have 10 minutes, is it? Okay, we'll do another 5 minutes.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, because it's an interesting conversation, and a lot of people who are listening in, especially when you came into the tennis part and hydration during matches. I mean, suddenly a lot of years. Already I had a lot of questions coming in about hydration. So, yeah, you asked about kids who are getting cramps in the third set. Yeah, that's the first thing is hydration. I mean, a lot of times it purely comes from hydration. Then with extreme cases like this, like the player who you met, asked him to meet you, because if it's not that, if he's drinking enough water and he's still cramping, then it's definitely salt loss or something else, which you have to find out, which we are not equipped or expert.